let's make honey walnut chicken for Chinese New Year. Kong hei fa choi. Oh yeah. Now this is a playoff of the honey walnut prawn, but a lot of my family members can't have seafood, so this is an alternative. This is also a great alternative if you don't like seafood or you can't have it or you've only got chicken. Now chicken's obviously much more easier to get. It tends to be a little bit cheaper than seafood. I'm going to put in brackets prawns as well, but it's not in this recipe. If you are interested, just swap it with prawn. The recipe is exactly the same. Let's get making. Starting with 1 kilo chicken breast. Alternatively, you can use the thighs. I honestly say you can use any meat that can cook really quickly, like prawns and stuff like that. Now, your focus here is just to marinate it quite lightly actually, because it's quite a rich recipe. This is all-purpose seasoning with a crack of black pepper and salt, and that will do. Set it aside while we actually focus on the batter. Now, you don't need to tenderize the meat as would normally been done if you were in the takeaway. It tends to help with speeding up with the, the actual texture and cooking process. That's not necessary here. Now, into a bowl, some plain flour, cornstarch, and some a tad salt if you want to. But honestly, the importance of this recipe, and this is what my yaya used to say, is that it has to be a very light, crispy batter. A bit like tempura, not like fish and chips. In the ideal world, you're basically coating it lightly so that you can cling onto the sauce. But if you wanted a heavy batter, you can reduce the amount of water and still add the same amount of oil and the egg. Now, the egg is quite important. I don't know why. I think it becomes a thickener. I don't really understand the logic behind that. But anyway, what you're going to do is test out the batter in hot oil. Now, the focus is it should blow up into a nice ball pocket balloon. That's how we know the batter is. Look, if you see the batter right now, it's too thick. So I went back and add 2 tablespoons of water to thin it out, because I definitely know that this won't coat the chicken. It'll just slide off. So the oil is heating up slowly and you've tested your batter. Combine the batter, the meat together. Preferably do it the night before, because then it really marinates everything as well. But we're rushed for time, and the focus here is basically to get the chicken to be covered with the batter. Now, if it doesn't stick, it's because there's too much water. So you're going to add a little bit more flour in. Now, the sauce is really famous, at least to me. Typically in the London dim sums, they will have this next to a plate full of wonton wrapped prawn dumplings, typically fried, of course, and it's just like, oh, it's so good. And normally they add fruit in it. I don't care for the fruit, but this sauce is so good. It's basically mayonnaise, lemon juice, and condensed milk. Honestly, 3 liquids you just think that would never go is the perfect combination for a sauce, and I love this. I don't know why, I'm addicted. I might even bottle it and sell it because it's so good. Now, once you're ready, start frying the chicken. You're gonna fry it actually around about 2.5 minutes. It's enough for it to be like cooked inside, but not enough to brown it. You kind of want the balls to be pale, because it's gonna go through the process twice. Now, if you find that the batter sticking, the oil's not hot enough. Okay, so the one thing that kind of stays consistent throughout the recipe is that you're going to be frying everything twice. So you're going to fry the chicken twice, you're going to fry the walnut twice. Now, the reason for this is that with the chicken, we want it to be extra crispy. Once round 1 of your chicken's done, put in your walnuts, fry it for 30 seconds. You don't want to burn it. Because we are crystallizing or candying the walnuts, so it's got really nice crispy walnuts, it's the honey that sticks to it, and you need to fry it twice so that it becomes nice and shiny. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. It's like really nice and shiny. There. That's why we're frying it twice. Round 2. This is where you second fry the chicken balls before you're gonna throw it into the sauce. It's gonna be nice and crispy at this point. Now, all you need to do is coat the chicken balls with the sauce. That's as simple as it is. Now, that there is no additional ingredients here. You can be really fancy and obviously chop some chili in, some spring onion, whatever you like. But honestly, The recipe just requires you to toss it into the sauce, plate it up, and then you're going to add the caramelized walnut on top. Honestly, it's such a luxurious and quite indulgent recipe because it's sweet, it's salty, it's umami. And honestly, the walnuts is probably the best part. I always find that everyone steals the walnut before the chicken. It's because it's crunchy and sweet, and because you're double frying it, the honey sticks to the walnut to make the shelled walnuts, and it's so good. You might find yourself needing to cook more walnuts for that very reason. That's the recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is one of my favorite videos to make. It is Chinese New Year, so I'm going to wish everyone a Kong Hei Fa Choi. I wish everyone happiness, good memories, good vibes, you know, everything else that you've been manifesting for. Now, all the recipe and the ingredients will be listed down below, so please do check that out. If you guys have any questions, please do also pop it in the comment section. Happy Chinese New Year, Kong Hei Fa Choi. I'm gonna love you and leave you.